We've gone years in the UK without using the right tools for the job. Long gone are the days of a razor blade in the mirror. No more shall we look like Sideshow Bob down there. Manscaped have redesigned the electric trimmer. Their engineering team have perfected the greatest ball hair trimmer created and have just released the new and improved Lawnmower 3.0 in the UK. Their third generation trimmer features a cutting edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents because nobody wants a bloodbath in the bathroom. Did I tell you it's got waterproof technology so you can dim those lights, get yourself in the shower and groom to your heart's content? Whatever you do, however you do it with Manscaped's Lawnmower 3.0, and don't forget, you can get 20% off and free delivery with the code TT. Manscaped.com. Make your testies their besties. Hello again, my friends, and you are my friends, and welcome to this very special Ipswich Town League One preview show. I'm thoroughly looking forward to this. I truly am. I'm going to have to try and do it on the fly, as it were, because StreamYard have gone to the great pains to rearrange my dashboard without asking. So everything that you know where it was, it's like when you walk into the supermarket and it's like they moved the beans. You're like, where the hell have they moved them to? But here we are. We're live, as always, coming to you. I've got three wonderful contributors. Then we're at 8:30. Quick refresh of the glass, and then we'll be bringing Barry in to the show. Wigan legend. For those that follow me on Twitter, you may have noticed I've been trying to decide what hour to go with today. Well, obviously one of our partners is Away Day Beers. I've gone for the Dave's Ponytail. I have never had this one before. There's a thumbs up in the green room, blue room at the moment. I'm looking forward to it. Here it is. Something first. The wife poured this one. She didn't pour that bad of a pint. Did all right, actually. I feel like Nigel Farage all of a sudden drinking Al on the air. It's not a bad little pint. When you order from Away Days, you do get a lovely sticker. Patrick Burger Crunch. What a player he was. Absolute diamond of a player, and a lovely leaflet. And they've got other beers in their range. They have, of course, got the Hobby Robson and the Bundeslager. I know Rich likes that. I'm not so sure that's the best one they've ever made, personally. That's being saved for a Saturday afternoon, 6:10, 3 points in the bank. Happy days. Let's get a few comments. We've got Bald and Blue. Thanks to the Cruncher for the help you gave yesterday regarding EFL Cup tickets. Good work, Crunch, is what we do. Anthony Steele, get well soon, my man. I've heard you're not too well at the moment. I hope you get well soon. Colin Plum, the legend. Looking forward to sitting down with him on Saturday evening, or afternoon, rather. Portman Road, like the Bottom Wanderers game, please, on Saturday. Matt Stannard's in the room. Absolutely love the chat. It's bouncing. I can't keep up with it, so I'll grab it in a second. I've got 4 contributors this evening. Well, 3. That is a strong beer. 3 contributors this evening. I'm going to play Away Days adverts, a new advert, it's a new one, and all 3 will be on the screen directly afterwards. The wonder of magic here. Welcome in, guys. I hope you are well. Look at you. You look wonderful this evening. Hands up for Cruncher. Is that the Alan Shearer, I suppose, is it?
Josh has got a new beer, just dropped.
Has he?
Robo Crouch.
Let me drink before you try to make me spit it out again.
Available tomorrow in the fridge packs.
Beautiful. Tux, have you had any away days yet?
I haven't. I'm yet to have one, but I will be ordering some very soon. So I keep hearing you lot talking about it, so I need to get involved, I think.
You really do. Oh, look at him on the bottom right-hand corner.
Was it best?
Do you know, I nearly went for that. I'm glad I didn't, because it's nice to have a bit of variation. Crunch, you were at the cricket today. How was...
The cricket... I'll send you a video, boys. Now, Spoon's 9:30. Martin didn't go a lot on me breakfast. I think he eats at the Ritz, Matt, like I said to you earlier, because that guy up the top there, it's like, what is that? It's
a dog's dinner. My Labrador eats better.
Large breakfast from Spoon's at 9:45 in the morning, washed down with a pint of Estrella, done the business, and it was great. This is the first event I've been to since March last year, and it was just like normality. It was heaving, hardly any masks in sight. Get on it. And then it rained.
Well, nothing wrong with the odd mask. I like to wear a mask myself.
Then it rained.
I still do wear a mask. It's a public, personal choice. Get well soon, Mr. Durrant. Mr. Durrant's not well either. Mr. Durrant, I hope you're soon back and bouncing at the football. Matt, have you got any others in the fridge for Saturday afternoon after we've smashed Morecambe and got our 3 points, our first 3 points in the bank?
I've got Hoppy Robson in the fridge. Yeah,
it's a good one. It's a good one.
The Bundeslager is very good. I like German beer.
I've not tried it. I just cracked open this afternoon the wonderful pack our viewers sent us. Thank you so much again.
One of the best things about German beer, Martin, is you get offered it at breakfast when you're there. Because their tea's awful. They offer you a beer.
I went to Dusseldorf, one of the best weekends of my life. It really was. Did you go to Dusseldorf, Tux?
I didn't know. I've never been to Germany. That's one place I'd love to go is Germany. Somewhere in Germany.
Big time. That is a great time. Stephen Latimer is buzzing for Saturday over 20,000 up the road.
Rewind there. You went to Dusseldorf, but your missus wouldn't let you go to Dartford. What's happening there?
Well, I can tell you a story, Mr. Cruncher, right? Once upon a time, my perfect Manscaped testicles weren't in her purse. They were once out and swinging. And I once spent our first Valentine's Day as a married couple on a boat trip with all of you Blue Army supporters. I would never get away with that nowadays. Never. I don't know how I got away with it then, but I did. So, yeah. Once upon a time, life was very different. Stephen Latimer, I love you, darling. Stephen Latimer, hello, Gov. I'm buzzing for Saturday over 20,000 at Portman Road after hearing Brett Johnson today at Aston's interview. Let's hope these players put on a show for us all. Correct, Amundo. Did we all see Brett Johnson's video? I've got it lined up if we haven't.
Yeah,
we all see it. All right. Break it down for us very quickly. Tux, what do you make of Brett's words this afternoon?
I think it's good. It's always good to see him in his little Ipswich clubber. And yeah, it's nice that they're just getting involved because, how many years was it that we didn't have a chairman? We had a chairman that was very non-existent. So it's just, it's nice that they get involved so much.
Absolutely. Crunch, I know you're big on your clubber. I know you're big on you really want some sort of Planet Blue club card point system.
Flag was up at the cricket today. Flag was up at the cricket. A little bit disappointed Brett didn't have the flag up in the video, behind him.
That would have
I know Brett will be watching this, so next time, Brett, when you do a video, just give a shout out to the flag. I did put you on to 1, 2, 3 flags. Little plug there for him.
Yeah. Not a paid one, by the way, on YouTube, before you get your knickers in a twist. I'm going to get that picture on the screen, Crunch. First, Matt, tell us, did you enjoy Mark Ashton's interview last night?
I've not seen that yet. I've been too busy being interviewed by Donovan for ITFC.
Oh, there he is. I couldn't make it. I was busy. Sorry. I'd let you.
I was the B plan.
B plan. Oh, you must
all right. We need that joke. But I saw Brett's thing. That was really good. It was good. Like Tuck said, it's like a little rallying cry, isn't it? You could imagine him saying that in the dressing room or something if he was here. You can feel the pain that they can't be over here for the game. Yeah. You can feel it come through the screen, doesn't it, Tuck?
Yeah. The restrictions got lifted just that little bit too late for them. Did you? I know you're a shareholder, so did you see Mr. Sheepshanks' passionate end to the evening on Monday night?
I read about it. I've been a busy man, mine. I'm a busy guy.
Busy wheeling and dealing. No, he don't. Then again, he likes to persuade a certain den.
I read about it. It was good. It was nice to see Sheepshanks back on the screen.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Cool, look at them pins. Look, Christ.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Mark. I was putting that flag up today at the cricket, and there was a woman sat a row in front. Who did she support? The Canaries. And so she put it on her Instagram. She had a picture with it, guys. And I went when it was raining, and I went to get my flag afterwards when I was going to go home. I said, "What did you put on Instagram?" So she put on Instagram. She obviously went to the cricket yesterday. It weren't a great day for England. She said, "I thought yesterday was bad, and then I've got to sit with this in the background today, and it's got the big badge behind her."
Well, good. Bit of her own back. Absolutely love that. Ben Moore, we will steamroll the Shrimps. They look weak, especially with Mendes Gomez now out of the side. Brett Johnson is Crunch's legitimate son with the amount of he used to the club shop. Either he's saying you're really old there, Crunch, or he's saying Brett's really young. I don't know which way to take that.
I'm not the oldest one here.
Yeah, he's the oldest one here.
I'm not the oldest one here. We know that, Matt.
Yes, you are. Adam, where's Brett's interview? It's on the Twitter page for Ipswich Town F'C.
It's like a minute long, isn't it? It's about a minute, I'd say.
Yeah, about a minute and 20.
We're the Ashton interviews, 25 minutes?
Yeah, I've not watched that, to be fair.
No.
After hearing him...
You're grinding me out for not seeing it.
That was pre-forum anyway, Martin, the Ashton interview. It wasn't this week, it was last week.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, I've seen obviously the Q&A. I may or may not have seen some of the shareholder stuff. Have I really got to see him a third time? Much as I like him, have I really got to see him? What is he going to deliver to me that's new for the third time? I don't think it's going to be anything. Stephen, the interview is about 25 minutes with Ashton. He said he gets goosebumps when he looks out at the stadium. We have an owner who doesn't like to hide. Good on him. So happy we have honesty at last. Right, before we get into the 4 or 5 categories, first of all, a little bit of a water temperature test. How are we feeling ahead of Saturday? Tux, are we feeling positive, confident, going to be sat with 3 points come Monday night, or are we going to be a little bit not?
I'm confident that we can get a win. I think if it was a tougher opposition, I think it would be much more difficult if we was playing like a Sunderland or one of the bigger boys, if you like. But yeah, I'm confident we can get a win. However, Morecambe will come with their A game. They want to. This is their first game of the season in the League One, and it's one of these ones where they're going to be so up for it that even if you play a bigger side, it's like playing a bigger side because they just up their game so much. It's like playing a little side in the FA Cup. They just up their game so much. But yeah, I'm confident by close of play Saturday that we will have 3 points in the bank.
Beautiful, like that. Matt, you confident?
Am I confident? I'm similar to Tux, really. It's whoever's going to gel quickest, I think. We've got 10 players to integrate into the team. They've done about 20 players, I think, if not more. Lost a lot of players. Lost that Gomez to Luton. I think it's Mendes Gomez, something like that.
Yeah.
So, it's perfect opposition for us to start with, right? Because we are mainstay League One team. They've come up, I think, in the Friday playoffs from League Two. So it's a good start. We could have a much harder start. If it doesn't go to plan, if we say we do lose, we do draw, I'm not too fast. I'm not bothered about us getting out of the traps quick like we've done the last 2 seasons. Look how that's finished. Look at Peterborough, I think, which is a team that we can really replicate this season. They lost the 2 out of their first 4 last season. So it's not the end. It's not the end of the world if we don't get 3 points. I don't think.
No, and I completely respect you for saying that on the air. But I know Cruncher thinks even with the team gelling, these first 5 should be. It's not. Who did you say in the WhatsApp group we're not playing?
Sheffield Wednesday or Sunderland.
No, look, no disrespect to Morecambe, but I think if we handpicked this first fixture, I don't think any of us could have picked really an easier first game at home. I understand we haven't played together. Look, we haven't played enough friendlies. I think Cook said that he'd like some more, but like I said on I think it was Sunday show, everyone's in the same boat, with COVID. So you go into that game, there's going to be 21,000 there. Them players are going to they'll walk out that tunnel and they'll see that sea of blue. And if they can't get up for that, it's Morecambe at home, guys. It's 3 points nailed on. It should be nailed on. But on the other hand, the first game of the season, you do see some strange results, don't you? And like Mark said, this is going to be Morecambe's cup final. Last season, they're playing at places like Barrow and Harrogate. They're playing at Portman Road. Like Mark Ashton said, it's an iconic stadium. Look at the history of that stadium. When they're driving in Morecambe, they'll probably see the Alf Ramsey statue. They'll see Sir Bobby. That'll give them a lift. If we win 1-0, score in the last minute, I'll be happy. It's just a win, isn't it? Saturday, 3 points of 10 to 5. We'll be happy.
They'll see you in the bum bag.
They haven't got the momentum.
Ready for me?
They've not got the momentum either, have they? Because they lost Derek Adams, got promoted, then left. So they've got Stephen Robinson in. So it's his first game. So I think Rich is probably right. If you did want to cherry pick a team to play, it's probably them. A huge turnaround in playing staff, a new manager in a new division at Portman Road. Yeah.
I think it would just be nice to kick off with a win, really. I think it's one of these sort of things where, a winning formula that breeds confidence. And you know, the first couple of fixtures, you know, are fairly easy on paper, but you know, football's not played on paper; it's played on grass. So we've got to look at it from a point of view that, one, we've got to be up for it. Two, these players have got to start gelling, but they only start gelling with the games they play. So it's an ideal kind of fixture list, I think, the first 5 games to sort of get that momentum going.
Yeah, absolutely. And to be fair, the overall makeup of the team, the way they were, you know, the amount of players we brought in, the changes, they don't worry me, because a lot of teams in this league have a lot of upheaval and a lot of changes. So just one of a large, many number. Let's look at the wider situation, the league as a, not as an whole, but the whole year. Who will be, when it's all said and done, ITFC's best signing this season? Who wants to go first with that one? Who will be ITFC's best signing?
You want me to go first?
Go on, Matt.
I think I'm going to go with Mogul. I think that's a real great coup to get him in, because he went from National League of Orient, where he got promoted and scored a lot of goals there, straight to the Championship, where he hits double figures for Charlton, I think. Then he got his move to QPR. It's not quite worked out there. So he's now dropping down into a division not played before. So if you think that he's gone from non-league football straight into the Championship, made an impact at Charlton, what will he do in League One with good service? We've got to presume he's going to get that now. He wouldn't have got it last season. We've got to presume he's going to get it. So I think that's a great signing for us. Really good signing, Macaulay Bonne. And a local lad as well.
Okay. Rich, have you got Macaulay Bonne?
Best signing or most important signing?
Best signing. Best signing. Can't change the question up once Matt's answered.
Just checking. I've got 2, but I'll go with Haladki.
Okay.
We've been crying out
popular choice
for a number of years, I think, for a decent number 1 since Bart left. You know, we've not had that number 1. We've had Holy, bless him. He's a nice guy, not the greatest goalkeeper. This guy, we did shout him out, Matt. I think me, you, and Tux on the show back in the sort of last season. He's had a good season at Salford. He got the Golden Glove. I think he kept 22 clean sheets. And I think it's important, if you're going to be challenging at the right end of the table, you've got to have a goalkeeper who's of a good standard. Who, like last season, Holy, he kept, was it 17 clean sheets we kept?
Yeah, I think so.
How many games did Holy win for us? How many points did he win for us?
0.
So this goalkeeper, I think he can. We're not going to play well every week, and sort of these first few games, or going through the season, you'll need your goalkeeper to bail you out on certain situations, and I think he will do. I think he'll be our best signing.
Yeah,
very popular.
I think Holy only had really one good game, didn't he? It was Rochdale at home. But I think we gave him man of the match, Rich. But other than that, I can't think of anything.
I only remember him for that and the game the season before when he saved that penalty against Wickham.
Yes, that's great. Yeah. Carl Brooks, Haladki will probably get us another 7 to 10 points, which is what you want. Yeah. Some are saying best sign is Mark Ashton or game changers. Tux, who's your best signing this year? Or who you think will be the best signing when it's all said and done?
I think best signing, you know, obviously the game changers and Mark Ashton coming in. But if you're talking on the pitch, then I think it's got to be a player that you can build a team around for the longevity of this club going forward. And I think for me, it's out of probably 3 signings that we've made so far. And I'd probably do it in this order from third to first. I'd probably say Raheem Harper. I think he's going to be a good player for us because he's got the potential still. But he's also showing that promise now as well. Like we've talked about players showing potential for God knows how long, and they've never lived up to it. But I think this guy's already living up to it. He kind of reminds me of a Patrick Vieira in his prime at Arsenal when he's sort of going forward and coming back. He's that box to box midfielder, if you like. He's got that engine about him as well. He's an athlete. And then second, I'd probably say Joe Pigott is second. I think he's going to be one of them players that probably plays most of the time. Whether he plays up front or in the 10 role, I don't know. But I think he's going to be important with his goals. He's played at this level for a while. As long as he gets a service, he's going to be a good player for us. He's going to score goals. Okay. But for me, number 1, as the player that you build your team around going forward now, will be Lee Evans. He was my second choice. I think he's a very good player as well. Yeah,
How many choices
he's got the
Tuck's got?
set pieces. He's got the set pieces. Well, this is the one.
Go through the squad, man.
This is the one. But he's got the set pieces.
Yeah.
He looks like he's going to be the captain. He can take the team forward, and I think as a midfielder, as that central midfielder, he's going to be the key for me.
Absolutely. We've got a comment up here. Away day beers. I'm loving it. Yeah, Evans. I think it's going to be. I love for a centre half. I love a really good midfielder because a midfielder can make a defender's life so much easier. And when you get good ones,
I did say Sunday, Martin. I think they're the two key players, Harper and Evans. As long as they stay fit for most of the season, I think we'll have a good season.
As long as Harper stays motivated as well, we've been told. He's got to stay motivated.
Well,
otherwise, it'd still be at West Brom, right?
Possibly,
True.
yes. Well, you both said strikers there, right? So let's jump now to a second question. Top goal scorer this year. I'll let Tux go first. You both said strikers, Piggott and Bon. Matt said Bon, obviously. But who's your top goal scorer going to be this year?
I think, well, it's got to be one of the three strikers that we kind of know, whether it's going to be Norwood, Piggott or Bon. I can't see Jackson getting in there at all. I don't think Chaplin will get as many goals, but in terms of those three strikers that are going to be probably the out-and-out strikers of the options, I'll probably say Piggott because I think he's going to score. I think he's going to play the most and probably score the most. But I still think Norwood. I'm a big believer in Norwood. I know he's a bit Marmite, love him or hate him, but I just don't think he's going to play enough. I think Piggott's going to sort of keep him out of the team a little bit.
Okay. Matt, you going to go with Bon or?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with Bon. With Piggott, I'm getting this kind of Sam Parkin vibe. Done really well at Wimbledon. They played a game that suited him where they pumped it long.
He played a game? What?
Is he going to be able to step it up at Town? Sam Parkin came with a very similar pedigree. Couldn't step it up at Town. What we'll see. I mean, I don't want that to happen.
Parkin stepped up a level, though, Matt. Parkin stepped up a level.
This is stepping up a level.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some highlights.
For me, though, Parkin had shoes to fill, though, didn't he? He had big boots to fill after Cucci and Bent went. What's Piggott got to fill?
You think maybe like the pressure of that got to him?
We had Parkin and Nicky Forster.
Yeah.
On paper, that was quite. I could see what Joe Roll was trying to do, but it just didn't. It was like Cucci Bent light, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, I can really say. Crunch. You've heard both the chaps there.
I think I said on Sunday's show. Piggott 24 goals. There you go.
Piggott with 24. Nice and easy, like that. All right. Some good options. For once, we've got options in the goal scoring ranks. Let's be brutally honest. It's not, you're not trying to find someone who's going to get 10. Ben Moore, Fraser could get 10 assists. Ryan Senior, I think Piggott and Noor will be close. Phil Bon will be more that runner threat alongside the top goal scorer.
I do hope Piggott gets like 20 goals plus. I'm not trying to wreck his season or anything. I'm just be mindful.
Facebook users, you've forgotten about Fraser and Burns. Not forgotten, but that's the beauty of this summer so far, that you can say a different player and it's not, really? Ollie Hawkins? No, it's not. Or we've signed I'll always remember that with the Northampton fan. We've signed Di Cornell. What's your thoughts?
I'm a little bit concerned about Fraser, only because I just don't think he's not going to get played in his rightful position.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he's going to get shunted out on the left. And I don't think Paul Cook's like that, but I can see that's going to be like a classic Ipswich. Like you find a good player that's played in good teams and stuff like that. Like it's a good team that MK Dons last year. But I think he's going to go play on the left, and I don't see how that fits in with us.
I think it depends. I think away from home, I think we'll only play one up front. So I think then he'll slot in that 10, and I reckon Chaplin will be out wide left.
Yeah.
But then he's also played predominantly in the middle for Cookie. Who knows? There's a lot to sort of feel our way through, and lots of content for podcasts coming up, because it's going to be a case of, he played here this week, who's playing there this next. It's going to be crazy. The Fishermen don't care who scores the goals as long as we played on the front foot.
Yes.
Yeah, but I can't put that as a question, can I? I know we don't care about who scores goals, but
we're just team down the front foot. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely right. Let's go with breakthrough player of the year. Any player. At the moment, any player, to be fair, because we don't know any of them. I mean, but of a certain age, of course. Crunch, you're somebody who likes to, keep the eye on things.
I've got a bit of left field. Look, Dobra's my main one, but I talked about him Sunday. So I've got a little bit of a left field one. Toto.
Wow.
What?
The more he says it, the more I think He won't be right, but I think Toto will be the centre half partner with Edmondson when they're all fit.
I just think it's
a worry, isn't it?
Even in the last year, it is a worry. I'd still want that other centre half, but I think Cookie trusts him, doesn't he? I don't think he'd be at the club if he would have been part of the bomb squad if Cook didn't want him here.
He did sign him for Accrington, didn't he? All those years back.
Yeah, and I think the second half of last season he was decent. I wouldn't say he was outstanding because look, the bar was pretty low, wasn't it, guys? I just think Toto. I think he's got something to prove.
Which is quite funny because other strikers were on the floor as well with him.
Yeah, but he's in the last year of his contract. Look, it's easy to say Dobra. I was just thinking something out of the box.
All right, you said Toto. That's fine. It's your opinion. That's great to have.
Head's got gone, Mike Brown. I've just got
head's gone. Although what I did find out was Edmondson, if I'm right in saying, is played predominantly on the left side of a Steven Gerrard defence, either back three or back four. So on that basis, Toto is currently our incumbent right-sided player. He could well be the partner to Edmondson. Who knows? You might be right there, Crunch. Matt, breakthrough play. You've got Matt Ward. You've got Dobra. You've got Humphreys. You've got a couple of young players to choose from. El Mizuni. Who are you going for?
Kane Vincent-Young.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
9 appearances in the first season, was it? 7 last season. It's barely played. That's barely 2 months of football in each season. So Kane, we need to get Kane back to where he was at Colchester. We did like 40 appearances before we signed him, 38 the season before. He can score goals, he can get forward, like you said, mine. When he was on that right-hand side with Wes Burns, I don't think there's going to be anything better in League One on that right-hand side than Kane and Wes Burns. So I think if we can keep him fit, keep being the operative word, he can have a great season for us, and I think people will be waxing lyrical of him. Yeah, absolutely.
Tux, breakthrough.
Breakthrough player, I would probably say he's probably already broken through, obviously at Fleetwood, but I think Wes Burns would be a good one to say. But in terms of our sort of academy players, I suppose, if you like, I'd say Connor Humphreys. I think he looks a real good player. So I don't know how much he's going to play. Obviously, with the central midfielders we've got at the club at present, and probably maybe more to come still, even if Downs gets back in as well. So, I'd say Connor Humphreys.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good shout, that one, particularly the longer it goes on in terms of no midfield cover being brought in, Downs in the cold.
Saturday morning, Evans goes down. He's got a cold. He can't, or he falls down the stairs, twists his ankle. Connor Humphreys will be playing centre midfield.
Yeah. I know. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think if we do get any injuries at the back, you could see Baggett come through. That'd be good to see. I think he could break through. He looked good in that Papa John's last season.
Yeah. Right. What's our thoughts really though on Downs? Can he not get back in this side?
Don't start Mike Brown off. Mike Brown off.
That is a subject and half. That is touch. Yeah. I think he should be.
So do I.
Powers at B currently don't think he should. Whatever reason, there's a number of reasons.
What do you look like at Chelmsford, Martin?
Oh, well, none of them looked pretty. I mean, they lost 3-1. None of them looked particularly good. And people will point and say, "Well, that's why he's not playing." But I've seen many top players in reserve football.
The fishermen will say he's not good enough, and you need to rewind.
Oh, bollocks.
No, you need to rewind to the season before last when he was our player of the year. So
exactly. Short memory, some people.
Saying he's not good enough for this league is utter tosh.
Thing is, though, look at the clubs he's been linked with. They're not. They're not Notts County and Mansfield. No disrespect to Notts County and Mansfield, are they? And we've turned down a bid. I read in an article for him this summer. So he's that much of a bad egg. We're still turning down bids. Have a day off. You don't play at Chelmsford if you're in my opinion, if you're a bad egg. I wouldn't go to Chelmsford, Matt. You couldn't pay me to go to Chelmsford. No offense.
It's not the greatest of grounds up in Melbourne. It's a very good bar. Very good bar.
It looks miles away from the pitch as well, Matt. I see a picture of the stand. Do you have to take your binoculars up there?
Yeah, it's like the Withdean. Yeah, it's an athletics track, really. Yeah.
Two last questions. ITFC Player of the Year. Who's your Player of the Year this year? I've already known mine. Raheem Harper, gone there already earlier. But Tux, who's your Player of the Year?
Well, I think I've probably got to go with my best signing, really. I think it's probably Lee Evans, I'd say. I think Lee Evans has probably got to be up there. I'm confident he's going to have such a good season. I just think he's going to be that mainstay in that midfield. and we need to build in that middle of the park. Really, it's the spine. We've needed that spine for God knows how long, and Evans brings that. He brings that stability. He brings that quality, and I think he's going to be the captain. I can't see anyone else being the captain, if I'm honest.
Yeah, we said that. Sunday, didn't we, Crunch? It looks like he's going to be the captain. What you think he's more like a Matt Holland character then, Tux? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping he's going to be a Matt Holland character, but it's. Yeah, I think he's come from a Wigan side where I don't think he was wholly appreciated as what he should be. It's a difficult club up there, isn't it? But I suppose at the same time, he wanted out. He wanted a fresh challenge, and I think
we can ask Barry, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's a good player, and I think he could be that man to take us forward in that
certainly
role.
Certainly one of Cook's one of these trusted lieutenants that he's called upon, isn't he?
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Who's player of the year, Matt?
I did toy with saying Hladky. I feel like if he's player of the year and not having a good season, if you're relying on new keeper to be player of the year, we saw that with Bart, didn't we?
Yeah.
We over the cracks and then we got bloody relegated. So I'm going to go with Macaulay Bonne again. I think he's going to be our top scorer. I think he's going to make such a great impression that everyone will be calling for him to be signed permanently. I hope that can happen. It'll be in the last year of his deal. We've been promoted, so we could afford to get him in. Yeah, Macaulay. Why not? Local
wow, you got a lot of love from Macaulay Bonne this evening. I love it. Matt Stowell, I hope he is. I also love Tux that he's always looking to shift the ball forwards. Stephen Latimer, if Cook believes in this formation this season and his style of play, goals won't be a problem. Our defence was a huge issue last season. I'd question that, Stephen. I think it was probably one of our only pluses, really. Getting points against the top teams is key to success. Absolutely. Lambert fouled there until he left. Ben Moore, I'd go Harper player of the year, as have I. Crutcher, player of the year, before we go for our final question.
Lee Evans.
Nice and easy. Love it. Right. As we close up this lovely Ipswich Town portion of the show and recharge those glasses, what is our league place going to be this campaign? Who wants to go first on that one? Crunch, you want to lead us off on that one?
Yeah, I'll just short and sweet because a lot of it I will do in the following show. Town will finish third.
Oh, okay. Right. We've got a lot of second place coming in, Tux. Who are you going for? What are you going for?
I'm gonna say second. I think we'll probably finish behind Sunderland potentially. Okay, second. It's not too bad. It's a promotion. I'll take it every day of the week. Matt.
Champions, obviously.
Champion. Yeah, I love it.
Absolutely. I think we'll get off to a slow start. I think Cook's teams do get off to a slow start. But no one's got kind of Cook's pedigree for winning titles. He's got, see what he did at Chesterfield. See what he did at Wigan. That's it all recently. So I feel like he's going to get, we've got those 10 new signings. I think we'll probably get 3, 4, 5, maybe more before the window's over. And we'll maybe have a slow start, pick up like Blackpool, romp it.
Okay. Love it. Absolutely love it. Right, we're back in 30 seconds. We are back in 30 seconds with Barry. Recharge those glasses, and we will catch you very soon. But I love the Champions shout. Absolutely love it. Why not? Why not it be our year? Why not? I love it. Right, we're back in 30 seconds. We will see you on the other side.
We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like